welcome back to another video. So this month is Fibromyalgia Awareness Month, and I've decided to make some more informative videos. I'm trying to raise awareness for things that you might not know about the illness, because I think everybody knows about the main symptoms, but a lot of people don't know of what happens behind the scenes, and a lot of people would look at me and think that I'm totally healthy, and I'm totally not. So I just want to raise awareness and I want to get people thinking. And today's video is a bunch of unexpected things about chronic illness that I had no idea would be a part of this. The first thing is I had no idea that I would know so many medical terms and medical conditions and just know so much about, just find out so many names and things and terms, and I had no idea that I would know this much. I thought obviously I would know a few things about my condition, but I had no idea how far that knowledge would spread. It has opened my eyes to a lot of other conditions and a lot of other situations, and I have learned so much, and I think it's a really cool and it's a really good thing. Number two is I had no idea that I would spend so much time alone. I thought, sure, I'm not gonna be able to work for a little while, but I'll find a job afterwards, or I'll be able to get out of the house and do things for myself and stuff. And I don't. I basically leave the house like once or twice a week. It really depends from how I'm feeling. And some weeks I don't leave the house at all. Like I haven't left the house since, today's Wednesday, and I haven't left since not this weekend, the weekend before. Because I've been sick, so yay. Number three is I had no idea how much time I would spend in my bathtub. I have a soak-in bath almost every single day. It really depends on how I'm feeling, and I soak for an hour or more at each time, literally until I no longer stay in there. Number four is I had no idea that so many other people had the same condition as me. When I first found out that I had fibromyalgia, I had never heard of it. I had no idea what it was, and I thought it was pretty rare, and it seems like everybody that I've met since I've found out I have this condition, everybody that I've met knows somebody who has it. It reaches about 4% of the population, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you think about that's millions of people. In 7 billion, 4% is a very, very large number. And it's been kind of scary and also really cool to find out that so many other people have this, because it makes me feel like I'm not going through this alone, and I'm not a freak, and I'm not the only one suffering through this. Number five is I had no idea how much effort it takes to look after my hair. I honestly thought that washing my hair and drying my hair wasn't a big deal. I used to straighten or curl my hair every time that I washed it, and ever since getting sick, I don't wash my hair more than at the most twice a week, but normally I strive for once a week. I don't really style it, and if I do it with curlers so that I'm not using any heat on it, because obviously our hair gets really weak with fibromyalgia, in case you didn't know, now you do. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of energy that I don't have. This thing about my hair, at first it was really awful, because at the beginning when I was really, really, really sick, I had no energy, and my boyfriend had to strive and wash my hair because I could not physically do it. My hair has grown so much since I stopped doing stuff to it because I didn't have the energy to, and it's grown because I just don't do anything to it, and it's it looks a lot better. My curls are a lot nicer and a lot healthier than they used to be. So I think it's been a good thing. I don't know. Number six is I didn't know how tired I could physically get, and I didn't realize how easy it would be for me to be out of breath, because obviously we have chronic fatigue and we have a lot of problems sleeping and stuff like that. You can ask anybody with a chronic illness, anybody with fibromyalgia, you can ask them. They don't remember not being tired. We are always tired, and we can be more tired or less tired, but we are always tired, and it's not the same tired as you. It's a different kind of tired. It's I can't walk downstairs without being out of breath kind of tired, but we're not really unfit. It's we just physically are just so exhausted. And I didn't realize I could be too tired to watch TV. I didn't know that was even possible for us to be that tired. Number seven is I had no idea how much I would actually enjoy learning and researching about my condition. I thought at first, obviously I wanted to be more informed and I wanted to know more about it because I had no idea what was going on, and I never thought I would enjoy it so much and I would want to share that with other people, and that I would actually do that on a weekly basis. I should have numbered these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8 is I had no idea how cool online shopping was for people with chronic illnesses and disabilities. Like, I thought it was like a convenience thing. People are more busy. They want to get stuff like sent to their house or sent to work, and they don't have the time to go out and shop. But for us who maybe don't drive or have a hard time like going out and doing things, it's been so cool that I can just like sit at my laptop and like buy something and, you know, browse for books and order a bunch of new books, and I don't have to like leave my house. And somebody will come to my door and deliver them. And like, I think that's so cool and it's so helpful. Number 9 is I had no idea that so many things in my body could hurt, and all the different ways that they could hurt. Because with our chronic pain, literally anything that has a nerve on it, which is everything in your body, it can hurt, and it will hurt at any point. Like, I used to brag at the beginning of my diagnosis that like I never had upper body pain, and then I started having like elbows that hurt and like just weird parts of my hands that hurt for no reason at all, like this muscle here. Why is that hurting? What did I do? And bits of like my ear, like here, and like my face will hurt in different places, and like my actual eyeballs will hurt. And it's so weird. And like the weird kinds of pain, like sometimes it's a dull kind of like pressing pain, which is what I have right now at this very moment. But sometimes it's like a stabby pain. Sometimes it's like somebody's gashing a knife through you. Sometimes it feels like you're on fire. Sometimes it's like an electric shock. Sometimes it's like somebody is like sitting on you, and it's like this very heavy, like really heavy pain. Number 10 is kind of a repetition, but like not really. And I had no idea that I would become so well versed in other conditions as well as mine, and that I would be so versed in like mobility aids and accessibility issues. I had no idea this was even a thing. I didn't know that like people with disabilities had like a community online. Like, obviously it makes sense if you think about it, but I had never even given it any thought. I was just like out living my life and not thinking about other people's problems. And then I realized when I got sick that there is a whole world out there of people with other illnesses and other disabilities, and there's like so much to learn. And it's been a really interesting process for me, because not only do I see that other people have illnesses that affect their lives differently to mine, not necessarily more or less, but just in a different way, but I also have found that most people are so positive. Like, I've learned so much about so many illnesses that I didn't even dream existed, and I feel like that's made me a better person. Number 12 is I had no idea I would enjoy my electric blankets so much. I used to be scared of electric blankets, like I didn't want them in my house because I thought I would get electrocuted in the middle of the night, and I was just scared about that. Now I know that there's like actual blankets like this that are electric, and I have one and I love it, and it's like the best thing that I own. It's probably one of the things that I use the most out of all of my like accessibility, disability, helpful things that I own. Number 13 is I had no idea how much reading and TV watching I would be doing. I genuinely didn't have like pre-composed like ideas about what disability and chronic illness would be like, because obviously I didn't plan out to be disabled and chronically ill. But I was like, no, I'm gonna be able to fix this. Like, this is just some back pain. I'm gonna be fine. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. But we found out it was fibromyalgia, and I was like, what? And when I found out it was chronic, I was like, okay, then we spend so much time without any energy to do things, or like with very minimal energy, and like if I want to do something tomorrow or something, I have to rest. And even though we're awake and we might not be like sleepy, but we sometimes just have to chill out and like not do anything physical, because it will drain us and it will mean that we can't do something tomorrow. When I started getting really sick and I realized like, wow, there's a lot of downtime involved in being ill all the time and not being able to like do anything. And I watched a lot of TV, I watched a lot of shows. Netflix is my best friend, and now we got HBO, and it's like all these new things that I can watch, and it's been exciting for me. I spend hours and hours watching YouTube. I've read so many books and I've caught up on so much reading, and I love it, and I've found out like my love for books again, and it's been awesome. I learned how to sew, I learned how to do embroidery, I learned how to do cross stitching, and these are all things I wouldn't know how to do and I wouldn't have learned how to do without the illness. And although obviously I would give up like those things for my health back, but it has been like overall a positive thing, I think, and I had no idea that I would be getting into this stuff and that I would finally have time to read all the books that I wanted to read. Number 13 is I had no idea that doing housework would be a highlight and a thing that I looked forward to. If you've watched this far, you've probably figured out that we have a lot of downtime, and when I say downtime, I don't mean it like as in free time to do whatever we want because we've done everything else. It's like time that we literally don't have the energy to do more things. And with the usable hours a day that we have, which are a lot less than a normal healthy person, we have to choose what to do. Housework is something that always gets a little bit left behind. When we can do housework and feel good afterwards, it's amazing, and it's something that I don't know how to explain this to a healthy person, but literally doing housework is like an exciting thing for us, because even though we don't like doing the housework, it's like the fact that we're healthy enough to do it and that we're strong enough to do that thing and to get that done for our family or to like help out and like pull our own weight in the household, like that feels so good for us. Number 14 is I had no idea how often I would need to use a mobility aid. At the beginning, I started using a cane. I still use it. Less often than I used to, but still more often than I think is ideal for a healthy person, but we're not that, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's been a weird loop that we've gone on. Thanks for joining me. And I don't think there's any shame at all in using mobility aids. I think they're great. I think obviously ideal in a perfect world, we wouldn't have health challenges and we wouldn't need them. But because we don't live in that world and we do have health challenges and we do need them, I think go for it, use it, make the most of it, match it to your outfit, do whatever you want, and honestly, don't mind what other people say, because what other people think about you is their problem, not yours. Number 15, I think will be my last one, but is I had no idea how much like gadgets and new technology would be helpful to me and how much I would get excited about it. Wireless light switches, or my smartwatch that monitors my heart rate and helps me keep my heart rate down so that I don't flare, or helps me figure out if I had a good night's sleep or not. All of these things, like apps and things on your phone and things on your laptop and like weird gadgets for the home, I had no idea these things would be so helpful and that I would use them so much, and that I would actually become like reliant on a lot of them to help me manage my condition. And I think that's a really cool thing, because I think gadgets a lot of times are thought to be made because we're getting lazier, or because we, people don't want to do things for themselves. They want to get like a robot to do it for them, like a Roomba, which is a great invention. And I definitely recommend if you don't have one, because it's great. That kind of stuff is so cool for us because it really helps us be more independent and get more things done and save a lot of energy. And it's just so helpful and it's so cool. And I think as the world, like the technology world progresses and more things are invented and more things are more accessible to us, that kind of stuff will be so cool for us as like disabled and chronically ill people. And I think it's like amazing, and I hope that people keep inventing things that will help us. Yeah, those are like my unexpected things about chronic illness that were surprising to me for some reason or another. If you have any that I didn't mention or other things that you want to add on the points that I already made, you can leave that in the comments and let me know what things were unexpected to you. If you are a person who does not have fibromyalgia and you want to learn more and you want to find out more about it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of videos on my channel about the illness, and there's a lot of videos coming this month about the illness that are a bit more like bite-sized and more geared towards people without it. And there's also a lot of other new YouTubers coming out with fibromyalgia and people who are already on YouTube for a while who have it. And make sure you like subscribe to them and support them, because we have a hard time working, we have a hard time making videos is really exhausting for us, and your support means a lot. And it's also a really good way to learn about the condition from people who actually have it, rather than reading stuff online that you might not trust. So if you want to learn more about the condition and what it's actually like to live with it and to be like ill all the time, I think YouTube is a really good platform for that. So yes, that's that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. You can also consider sharing this video with somebody who you think would benefit from this information, and I would really appreciate that too. If you have learned from my videos and you would like to support me and support my channel and help me keep making them, you can also consider becoming a member on Patreon. You get exclusive content and you would be supporting me and helping me raise awareness for fibromyalgia. That is all of the things that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!